Every May, RC enthusiasts from all over gather in Maysville, Kentucky for one of the biggest tiny truck events in the country, Beat the Creek. And this year marked something special, the 10th anniversary of the event. Set on a private farm, Beat the Creek takes place over an entire weekend, bringing hobbyists together to crawl, explore, and just enjoy the RC world in a one-of-a-kind setting. There are 10 original trails carved through the woods and winding along the creek, each designed specifically for tiny trucks. You've got classics like Beat the Creek and Beat the Barn, and every single trail offers its own flavor of mud, rocks, and good times. We rolled in Friday evening around 5 p.m. just in time to get settled and stretch our legs. First stop, Vendor Village. Vendor Village was packed with amazing booths. Some were simple tables with a few items, and others full-on mobile RC shops. You could find everything: brand new trucks, custom builds, rare parts, even some well-loved used rigs with serious trail cred. Of course, we couldn't leave empty-handed. After securing a few goodies, it was time to hit the trails. And just as we were ready to go, the sky opened up. A light sprinkle started coming down, but that didn't stop us. Let's take a look at some of the footage through the first run. Okay. Saturday brought something we didn't exactly hope for, a downpour. Rain was coming down in sheets, and the trails a muddy mess. But that didn't stop us. We left the comfort and warmth of the hotel, geared up, and headed straight back into the storm. This time, our destination was clear, the famous barn. A legendary course known for its winding, snaking path that takes you around the barn, through it, and even high up in the rafters, with one final twist. A slide right out of the second-story window. But despite the rain, the barn was surprisingly empty. Even though it was the only place you could really shelter from the weather, most folks had braved the trails or stayed dry elsewhere. For us, it meant having the iconic course almost to ourselves. We beat the barn! After tackling the barn, we set our sights on Trail 1, better known as Beat the Creek, or as the veterans call it, the OG Creek. Armed with better shoes, ponchos, and our trusty backpacks, we thought we were ready, but the trail had other plans. The entrance started with a downhill grade that had already turned into a muddy slip and slide. We watched others carefully navigate the descent, some nearly losing their balance, before finally deciding to give it a shot ourselves. We didn't get much footage of this trail though, not because we didn't want to, but because it took every ounce of balance just to stay standing in some parts. And sure enough, I didn't make it unscathed. About halfway down, I took a graceful, and by graceful I mean clumsy, tumble landing butt first in the mud. Thankfully, the only thing I hurt was my pride. I fell in the mud.
We'll lift up the flat.
Damn, he took a shit. Did not shit myself. Fell in the mud. Eventually, we made it to the bottom. But instead of pushing our luck in the creek itself, we took a shortcut, crossing over the Beat the Creek Gate Bridge. From there, we decided to hike back up the road to the parking lot. Thankfully, it was a wise decision, because we later saw the actual trail continued straight up what used to be a small trickling creek, but now was a 2-foot deep raging rapid. After our slippery adventure on Beat the Creek, we made the call. It was time to head back to the hotel and call it done for the weekend. The event still had one more day to go, but with the rain showing no signs of stopping, we knew it was only going to get messier. By then, the trails were turning into mud soup. People were slipping and sliding, and the incredible staff at Beat the Creek already had their hands full pulling out stuck campers and trailers for those brave enough to stick it out until Sunday. We decided to head home instead. But even with all the mud, the rain, and the chaos, we wouldn't trade the experience for anything. Beat the Creek was something we've never experienced before, especially coming from Central Ohio. The sheer scale of it, the community, the trails, it was all unforgettable. And you can bet we'll be back next year. We're just hoping for a little better weather.